Well, good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Thursday and has had a good week. He's share my screen here. We're going to continue on talking about the message that the Lord sent our way through Brother Tommy on Sunday, and he was talking about Palm Sunday and enjoyed the devotions from the other guys throughout the week, and going to kind of tie in with the same thing that a lot of them have used. But I've entitled today's devotion "Fit for a King." And Brother Tommy was in Matthew in 21, and I'm going to go ahead and share the first 5 verses here with you. It says, "When they drew near, when they drew nigh to Jerusalem, and were coming to Bethphage, and to the Mount of Olives, then sent Jesus two disciples, saying of them, Go into the village over against you, and straightway you shall find an ass tied, and a colt with her. Loose them, and bring them unto me. And if any man say aught unto you, ye shall say, The Lord hath need of them, and straightway he will send them. All this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, Tell ye the daughter of Zion, Behold, the king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass, and the coat of a foal of an ass." And of course, Brother Tommy was talking about giving their best, and how that, when Jesus came into the city that day, that they had taken the palm leaves and they taken their clothes and they covered the street, and they gave their best. And being the horse guy that I am, and loving horses and stuff, I've always wondered and have talked on this before, but why did they choose a donkey? A donkey's not as distinguished in the modern world as a donkey is. A horse is. And so why did he choose a donkey? And the when we stop and think about it, donkey, there's a lot of similarities between that and a horse, but donkeys are, got a straight back. They're smaller in stature. They don't have the muscular definition of a horse. They don't have the long flowing manes. They got they're smaller, ruddy looking. They've got wiry top hair. They're just not easy on the eye. They basically all look the same and all this stuff. And so we think about it, if, Jesus wants, these people were given their best for Jesus. And so why did Jesus choose a donkey? Well, and actually though, in that time period in history, kings rode upon donkeys. It was the animal of kings. Okay. And so there was some royalty in that. And so Jesus, part of the fulfillment of who he was, and even the fulfillment of Zechariah's prophecy here, that the king cometh, and what they were quoting there was in Zechariah 9:9 says, Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem, behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation, lowly, and riding upon an ass, and upon the coat, the foal of an ass. And so again, when we look at this creature here, we think, cute, yeah, adorable, nah, not really. A little bit to be desired in the way it looked and its appearance. I would think that Jesus deserved to come on something like this. The long flowing tail, the mane, which is on the backside, you can't see, but and all of this really nice, the fancy saddles and all these things here. You think that's what Jesus deserves to come on. But I don't think there's anything in the Bible that's by accident. And so when you're comparing this to this, and what Jesus desired to use, is the same thing with us. I think so many times we feel that we've got to reach this status, that we have to be, easy on the eye. We have to be good to look at. We have to be, majestic and all these things here, in order to be used by the king. But in reality, this is what he desires of us. Okay. Um, and then he tells us here in 1 Corinthians 1 and 27, it says, God has chosen the foolish things of the world to put to shame the wise. And God has chosen the weak things of the world to put to shame the things which are mighty, and the base things of the world, the things which are despised. God has chosen, and the things which are not, to bring nothing to the things that are. So when we start comparing the little donkey versus the horse and its strength, there's some characteristics here though that I think um, you know are good characteristics for us. This horse and horses in general, they are flight animals. They are herd animals, which means they like to run with the crowd. You know, Jesus tells us to be separate. Um, you know, a horse is easily startled. Somebody says boo and hurts their feelings. A horse will be more apt to run away. Donkeys, by nature, however, are not. They are very loyal. They love to, and they will confide with a like character. Okay. So if you put two donkeys in the field and all these horses, the donkeys are going to stay together. I think that's something that, again, a good characteristic that Christ wants of his people, that we don't run, that we are rooted and grounded. A donkey, you ever heard someone talk about being stubborn as a mule? A mule is not easily persuaded. A horse, you can negotiate and you can manipulate to do what you want them to do. A donkey, not. Donkey is loyal, and they are a solid animal through and through. So, wanted to share that with you. I think that there's a lot of characteristics. So many times we look on the outside. Christ, however, he looks on the inside. What's the character of us? That's what Christ wants. The outside of us. People's going to look at us at that point in time. But he wants us to be like this little donkey, just be usable. Okay. He with us is what makes a mighty combination. Okay. It's not anything that we look like on the outside and then we add Christ to it. He calls us to be like this little donkey and just be usable, be steadfast, and be strong in our faith in him. So I pray that you have a great day. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow in our Good Friday service. We'll be having our Lord's Supper. We'll be doing sunrise Sunday morning, 6:30. And then Brother TJ will be bringing our message on Easter Sunday at 11 o'clock. We'll be having a skit that kind of goes along with the message as well. So we look forward to seeing you then. Pray that you have a good day. We love you, and we hope to see you real soon.